Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Real Housewife of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode number 15, Opas and Outbursts.
Meh on the title. Meh.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's funny
I
'cause I
don't
feel like
remember them saying Opa once.
They didn't. They didn't.
I think Angie says Opa more in Salt Lake City than she has in Greece.
It probably. And I can't believe we're only in Greece for day 3 because I feel like we've been there 3 weeks at this point. How many episodes have we
This
had?
is definitely the 3rd episode we've had in Greece.
It seems like a lot, though. It just seems like a lot for some reason.
Yeah, for sure.
So we start out with Angie. She's walking into the kitchen, and all of a sudden, some guy with a food tray is bringing in breakfast, and somehow she runs into him, and the glasses and everything crash into her face. She winds up cutting her lip. There's like blood on the wall. I'm like, I didn't realize that Angie was so klutzy.
Well, I couldn't.
Major
I
klutzy,
actually
obviously.
I watched it last night, but I was setting something up, so I wasn't taking notes. So today, I had the opportunity to watch it again on Peacock, so I was taking notes. And I was trying to figure out, like, what happened. And they literally just didn't see each other and just crashed into each other. Like,
Yeah,
it looked like he was maybe coming up steps. I don't know. But when Bronwyn said that Angie's lip filler was a seatbelt for her face,
That was great.
that was so funny.
That was
It
great.
was funny.
It really saved her face.
Yeah, that was great. I love the things like that you know are organic because you're not setting that up for her to get smashed in
No.
the face. You know what I mean? So I like when they come out with those quick things that you know aren't all produced.
Right.
You know?
Because there were a couple
Yeah.
of scenes in this episode in particular that were very produced.
Yeah, well, because the next episode, Lisa and Meredith are at the pool, and Meredith has her eye masks on, and Lisa, says that she looks good, and she's like, yeah, I slept well last night. And Lisa says that she just got her makeup done. Now, this is first thing in the morning, and that she wants to bring this makeup artist back to the United States with her, because this is someone that she got hired in Greece. Like, this is insanity to me.
Absolute insanity.
I just think we've said it before. Well, I guess they weren't going to the beach, but to do a whole face of makeup to go sit out in the sun, it's not good for your skin.
No. It's just.
But maybe
You
she
know
was
what,
just sitting there to talk to Meredith for 5 minutes and wasn't hanging by the pool. I don't know.
It's just foolishness. All of it don't matter.
It is. I mean, I guess because they were going to do, because then the wardrobe person comes and they're going to go do the pictures. But she does this every day. She said this. She does this every day in Salt Lake City. Like she
Yeah.
has
No matter
someone come
where
to her
she
house.
is.
Right.
Yeah, which to me is insanity. Are you that insecure about your looks that you can't just? I can't even imagine. I'll be honest with you. I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
I think she is. I probably shouldn't even
I think
say
she's
this. I don't want
beautiful.
to get any flack for it. She is beautiful, but if you do see pictures of her skin is not in the greatest condition. So she might not know how to do her makeup to get it to look so flawless because of the condition her skin's in. But it's almost like a snowball effect, like a
Yeah.
vicious cycle.
Right. Because you're just going to
what
make it
she's
worse.
doing with all of this glam and sitting out in the sun with all this damn makeup on her, like she's creating the skin issues she might have.
Right. So
I think
thinking,
she's beautiful though.
I'm thinking that there are no like Walmart sweats, hair in a scrunchie runs for Lisa Barlow.
No.
And you know what? I feel sorry for her because there
Me
is a
too.
certain joy in that. There is a certain joy in just looking like absolute shit and running into Walmart and getting your stuff and just not even caring at all.
I got, we were getting food the other night and I was already in my pajamas and I really didn't want to change out of my pajama pants. And I was like, can I just run in and
Go to Walmart? Absolutely. It's
no, not
allowed.
Walmart. I forget where we ordered from. We ordered food from somewhere. And I was like, I better not. I mean, I put basically like joggers on, but I really just didn't want to change out of my pajama pants. But I agree with you. I feel bad for Lisa that she can't have those moments where she just runs
Right.
out with her hair in a scrunchie and some leggings and a hoodie.
Yeah, just like it is what it is and whatever,
Yeah.
But certainly, what a change of heart for Miss Meredith.
Yeah, it was a different Meredith there for a moment. It
Very
was a
odd.
different Meredith.
Well, she had just woken up, right? So
She did.
I'm not accusing her of anything, but she probably was very lucid and not under the influence of anything. She wasn't
Well,
drinking yet. She wasn't drinking any alcohol.
she said she had a good night's sleep, which I will say to you that having a good night's sleep really does a world, for you. Like
For
it can
sure.
change your whole day.
Absolutely. But Meredith had the quick change of the personality the day before midday. So,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know this could last, 2 hours. It could
Right.
last 15 minutes.
So when they did the flashback of them at the nightclub, both Brittany and Meredith had zero rhythm. Zero. Zero, zero. Just an observation. Had zero rhythm. And I'm watching Meredith, I'm thinking, ooh, because you know how we talked about last episode, like maybe production said something to her. I was like, she's being awful, like an awfully good team player. And,
Yeah.
she was just like really, the frosting was on the cake. And I was like, well, look at you just laying it down. Like, I was like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, back to the rhythm thing. You see the clips of her DJing, and she's not DJing,
yeah,
and she's stiff as a board while she's
she
up
still
there.
was bored. Yes,
She
it was so
looks
fun.
she looks physically uncomfortable
Yes.
while she's up there.
And she makes you feel uncomfortable as you're watching her.
Absolutely. I would never go see one of her shows because it's uncomfortable to watch her. And she's not DJing. Somebody else is doing it.
Yes, yes.
That dress thing that Angie set up. So my friend recently went to Italy and did something very similar.
See, my friend went to Greece and did it in Greece.
Yeah, it was the same thing, like a photo shoot. They brought dresses. She's in a beautiful red satin gown, and it's in like the most scenic area in Italy.
So then the wardrobe designer, Artemis, comes over to the house and she brings all these dresses for the ladies because they're going to do they're going to do a photo shoot. I don't know if it's specifically called an epic Greek experience, but it's something that people do when they go to Greece. They take these photo shoots on the white stairs with the background, and they're all these beautiful, like primary colored, bright colored dresses.
Yeah, went to Italy and did that. And Laura, you said
Okay.
your friend went to Greece and did that, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it must be like a Europe thing, I guess.
For hers, it was really cool because when she did her shoot, it was a very windy day. So she got these shots of the dress because that's why they have those long trains, because it's really supposed to catch in the wind and really just fly out. And those are the really cool photographs that you get. I didn't really see that happening with them. Maybe the wind wasn't right. But the ones that my friend did, the train just trailed off into the wind and it was awesome.
They were in a very narrow space. They were trying to pull them out, but I know what you mean. Like where my friend did it, it was like a big open area. But I thought it was so funny when Brittany was like, "You don't have to do the 1, 2, 3. I'll just move around." And he's like, "Yeah, that's not for you. That's for her."
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because that's what
he's like,
she was
"I gotta
doing.
do my job, all right?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because on the 3, she would throw her dress up in the air, and that's when he knew to get the right shot. And I bet the individual photos, because we didn't get to see their individual photos.
Maybe
I
they
bet
have that.
I bet their individual photos are awesome because
Yeah.
I'm sure that they have those shots that we didn't get to see,
And did you guys see when they were all talking about if they were a Greek something, a Greek
Well,
goddess?
Mary said she'd like to be the goddess of goodness.
And I love how Meredith said she would be like sturgeon
Goddess
to
of the
get
sea.
But I love how
Goddess of the
production.
sea.
I love how production put the little clip art of a fish with her face on it.
Yeah.
I just thought that was so funny.
That was great. That was
And
great.
Heather said she would like to be the Greek goddess of feta if it didn't smell too bad. It would smell bad. Feta
Right.
does not
Yeah,
smell good.
I appreciate Heather's humor, but sometimes I just think that she tries to be too funny. Like, that
But yeah,
wasn't I mean,
sometimes, and it's coming up that I'll bring something up, but sometimes she says things and I'm like, "Ooh,"
I know. It's like she tries too hard to be funny.
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. So while they're doing the pictures, Whitney, Heather, and Bronwyn are talking about how happy Meredith seems today, and that ever since the pool yesterday, there's like a switch up. Like when she came to the pool yesterday, and she started to become a different person. And they decide that they're going to. Some of them are going to go to the spa, and some of them are going to go eat. So they split up. And Mary, Bronwyn, and Whitney go to lunch. And that's the first topic of conversation for the three of them as well, is about Meredith.
How beautiful was that where they had lunch, though?
Gorgeous.
Holy
Gorgeous.
cow. That was
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Every scenery I've seen, every place they've gone in Greece is absolutely breathtaking. I had said that I wanted to go to Italy for my 60th birthday. Like, that's what I want to plan to do. But now I feel like I have to put Greece on my list too because it is gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
Yep.
absolutely gorgeous.
I've
Absolutely
always said
gorgeous.
that. Like, I have no interest in going out of this country, but if I do, Italy and Greece, those two places, and I'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to go even for the food. Like, I love Greek food, so I just
Yeah.
feel like all up on the food.
Absolutely.
So Mary is saying that, she's actually worried about Meredith. And Whitney agreed, like she's seen this pattern with her, and it reminds her of the pattern that she's seen before with her father. And, she's lived with this pretty much her entire life because her father has substance abuse issues. So she knows what it's like. And you can see that Mary is very emotional about this. Like, she's really speaking from the heart. I mean, she's crying. Like, she says she's suffering, and I'm worried about her. Like, I am worried
Think
about my
that
friend.
I think that for Mary right now, it's so close to what she's going through with
It's
Robert's
very
funeral.
triggering. So I'm
And
sure
I
it's
don't
very
think
triggering.
that
100%.
I honestly don't think that Meredith has a substance use issue. I really don't. I have another theory. We'll wait till we get there. But I think that Meredith probably takes Xanax more than the average bear. And then when it's mixed with alcohol, that's when things get a little out of control. And I think that that's what Mary sees in her friend. I
Well,
don't
that's a
think that
substance
Meredith is
abuse problem.
well, yeah, you're right. You're right. I
That's
just
a
don't think
substance
that
abuse
she's
problem.
popping pills over and over and over again. But
Who knows?
I think that Seth is a cheater, or they had an open marriage. I've always thought they had an open marriage. I think that things that have gone on in Meredith's marriage in the past have been okay until now it's in the public eye, and he won't stop. I feel like Meredith maybe plead to Seth and was like, "Listen, the whole country now knows there's things going on in our marriage. I'm on a show. I would like that to not happen anymore." And I don't think that Seth is falling in line. And I think that that's why Meredith is struggling the way she's struggling. And I don't blame her. I'm not a big Meredith fan, but I don't blame her. I think that
Well,
Seth is a dog and always has been.
this is when Bronwyn brings up that, she feels weird and that something had happened, back in January, and it's been a couple months and she really didn't want to bring it up, but now that she sees Meredith the way she's acting, she said, "Listen, I ran into Seth out in New York at this Italian restaurant when she was there with Todd, and Todd went up to Seth and, they were talking, and he was there with another woman." Again, she initially said, like, "I didn't really think anything of it." He said that, that they're working on a project or something together. But, now looking back at it, it was just a little odd. And I understand it. And I
And
understand her
she's watching how Meredith is responding so
defensive.
defensively. And she
Right.
knows that that's how she responded when things were going on in her marriage. So she's
Right.
speaking from experience.
Right. Yeah, so I think for the whole table, all three of them, I think that Meredith's behavior is triggering for them.
for different
Triggering
reasons.
their own personal things are kind of like being churned up by whatever's going on with Meredith.
Absolutely.
No, I totally
Absolutely.
agree. I totally agree. And I don't know if they planned it that way, the producers, that those are the three that we're going to eat, because
Well, that's what I was saying earlier about certain scenes being produced. I feel
yeah.
like this one was, especially when Bronwyn said, "I feel uncomfortable. I don't know how to say this." And Mary's like, "Just say it."
Mhm. Yeah, no,
Just the
it's
way
very
Mary
produced.
said, "Just say it." Like, we obviously understand the assignment, so
Right.
just do it.
So just do it, right.
Right. No, I agree. I totally agree. And you could see, like, Bronwyn doesn't like to be that person, right? Like, she's not that
I
person,
don't
but
think
this
Bronwyn likes to be that person either, but a lot of people on social media think she does like to be that person.
really.
Yeah, but I don't
A lot
think
of
she
people don't
does
like her.
either.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people don't
know.
like her.
I've noticed that. She
Yeah.
I
don't bother
like her.
me.
She don't
Yeah, me
bother me
too.
either. She don't bother me.
I like her too. So the ladies that are going to the spa are Heather, Angie, Meredith, Lisa, and Brittany. And they're all walking around this like pool walking maze thing. I didn't
It's
understand
like a
that, to be quite
water
honest with you.
maze.
Very
It was like a
odd.
water maze, right?
Very
I was like, what
odd.
is this? What is
It's like
this?
a water race, like, what it was odd. It was not.
So, did you ever go, of course, we've all been in a lazy river, right?
Yes.
It was like a very condensed lazy river without tubes.
It was very bizarre.
I
Like,
didn't
you
think there was
walked
anything
through it.
zen. I didn't think
No.
there was anything zen about it. I think a lazy river is more zen, to be quite honest
Yeah,
with you.
yeah,
Yes,
no, it's just
yes.
very odd, very odd. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time that they're there, I'm thinking to myself, "This is your spa experience? You walked in this stupid thing, and now you're sitting in a chair? Like that this is why this is what we're doing? Chick's got all this money? Where's the salt scrub? Where's the"
Speaking of which, as I was watching this, I'm like, we really need to go back to Hard Rock and go to that spa
Definitely.
again. I really think we should do it. And I know we just made plans for President's Day weekend, but let's think of, I mean, we could come home from there and go down to AC. We could do that. Or we could pick another weekend.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I definitely
I'm game.
agree. And by the way, the Hard Rock Spa in Atlantic City is fabulous.
Yes,
I'm reaching out to
fabulous.
Yes.
Hard Rock.
Yes.
Like, it is fabulous, and it blows this Grecian spa away. I mean, the stuff that's
Other
there.
than the scenery, like
Yeah.
other than the
Yeah.
scenic
Yeah.
view. But
Yeah.
yes, I totally agree. So
It's
we
just
have to do that.
yeah, it was just very odd. I was thinking, "Well, this is a waste of your time and my time. I don't know what the hell's going on here," but it's just not digging it.
But then Brittany has to start splashing, of course, like the annoying little sister. And
But I don't know. I think there's a thing with Brittany that I think sometimes she's not as dumb as she seems. I mean,
Totally.
she did that. She wasn't trying to have fun. She wasn't trying to lighten the mood. She was getting them back for dumping the water on her on the yacht. Most definitely.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Meredith is getting so jacked up over this when she was pouring pitchers of water on this
right,
girl's hair.
right,
I mean, I know they were on a
100%,
yacht and they were going in the ocean
100%.
anyway, but it's like, okay, Meredith, relax. And I thought Angie was kind of an asshole about it too.
She was an asshole about it. I mean, come on. There's a lot worse things gonna happen than getting a little bit of water on your hair. And you
And
know what? If
saying
it
you
really
have
annoyed you,
synthetic hair,
right?
like
If it
that,
really annoyed you, you should have splashed it back harder and got out of the water. Come on.
right, right. Like Angie just
I'll be
gets very
honest.
mean.
Yes, she can get
The
nasty.
the last couple episodes, Angie has been coming
And
hard for Brittany, and I don't
yes,
like it. I don't like that side of
uh-uh.
Angie. I mean, the
Me neither.
stupid trademark thing, like, who cares?
Who cares?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's like, I don't
Like,
like
you
mean
don't have
Angie.
enough, you have 10 salons. You
Right,
don't have
you're
enough
good,
that you
right.
can't, and so I think you were at your board of adjustment meeting the one night. So
Yeah,
when we talked about it, Lori and I, we said that, like, it was kind of like Lindsay Hubbard when she got activated. So what, like, really, what is Brittany gonna do? She's gonna sell a couple of hats, she's gonna sell some T-shirts. She's not gonna become a millionaire off of
So
high
who
body
cares?
count hair.
right.
Like, just
Cares?
let her
Right.
have it.
But I just think it's so interesting because they all think she's so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
but she's really good at pissing them off. She's
Well, she was
really
smart
good.
enough to trademark that before Angie did.
She's really good at like nudging it and pressing the buttons. So I don't know. Sometimes maybe she's crazy like a fox kind of a thing.
Right. Right.
No, listen, I find her entertaining at this point. I do. I
Mhm.
think that, and she handles it so well. She really,
She
I mean,
does handle it well.
she doesn't, she's like the Stacey Rush, like Stacey is on
Potomac.
Potomac.
Yep.
Stacey handles it very well when they bully her. And I feel the same way about Brittany. She's like, you know what? And the fact that the spa that they're at is a quiet zone and they're trying to whisper, it was the most uncomfortable thing to watch. I'm like, what are you
Right, they're
doing? You cannot
arguing
and
in
whisper.
whispers.
I'm like,
Arguing
this
in
is
whispers.
so
That was really
stupid.
funny, though.
Yeah.
That was really funny, though.
And how about when they went back to the scenes of the Sprinter van with Brittany having like that little meltdown? I was like, I don't know. It was a little, maybe she really was upset, but I think that she just naturally just
It's very
gravitates
performative.
towards
It's a performance for her.
and like
That
when
was a performance for her. And Lisa actually, yes, exactly.
she put the hair over her face. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you
And
doing?
I really do think Lisa hit the nail on the
10.
head when she said it's like a checklist. Like, I think that Brittany tries to stick up for herself, but the rest of them bulldoze her, and we'll talk about that at the end of the episode. But when I think when she feels that, she really turns on the performance, and she does bring up her daughters and the whole thing.
I think she tries to steer the narrative, and that's just her MO of operation.
Yeah, I mean, because then all of a sudden she's like, nobody asked me if my daughter texted me. Did you ask Heather if her daughters text her? Like,
Well, no,
I
I
don't
think
know. If we were away on a Mother's Day trip, I wouldn't say to either one of you, did your kids text you?
no. I don't think
It's
that's
none
what
of
she meant.
my business.
I don't think that's
I
what
don't
she
think
meant.
so either.
No, I think what she meant is at that evening when they were at the club and then they were in the Sprinter van, she was saying how she was upset because it was Mother's Day and she hadn't heard from either of her kids. And the girls in the Sprinter van said, well, there's like an 8-hour difference.
Right, it's
Brittany's talking
early.
about the next day. No one
They
said,
didn't check
hey,
on her.
by
Nobody
the way,
followed up with her to see
did you
if,
ever-
so
Right.
did they want,
with the
Well,
time
maybe
difference, did you ever hear from your kids?
maybe
That's
they
what she
didn't want to
said.
bring attention to it just in case they
That's-
hadn't.
Right, that's what I had written
Right?
down also. Like, yeah, so there is that, but that's what she was talking about. It was,
Okay.
yeah,
Because I'm like, I wouldn't think
Right.
to ask. It's
to
not my
ask
business.
anyway.
Like,
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I would
so
probably have gotten a text from one of my kids and not the other.
I don't even know what I've gotten, to be quite honest with you.
And then
you know what?
and then
I don't care because I was away in Greece and it was Mother's Day and nobody was bothering me. So
No one
I
was
don't really
bothering you.
care.
right,
I don't care.
It was the best Mother's Day ever.
ever, right?
Yep.
So
I don't know if I
this,
told you guys this. So Matthew's birthday is May 12th, and he was born on a Saturday. And the next day was Mother's Day. And I said to my husband, his brother was in from Vermont, and everyone was coming to my house. And I said, you know what? Your brother's here from Vermont. What you guys can do for me tomorrow is leave me alone. I want to be in the hospital on Sunday by myself with my son. Do not come to visit me. I
Right.
don't want your
Yeah.
family here. I don't go enjoy Mother's Day and let me enjoy
Right.
it. And that probably
Alone.
sounds horrible, but you know what?
no,
I
that's
he
probably
was
a great
so.
Mother's Day.
My third child, my last child, and I spent Mother's Day in the hospital with him.
Beautiful.
I mean, what's the alternative? All those people coming to your hospital room and like,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
No,
No,
thank you.
you.
No.
Like, drop
so
some
I-
vodka off.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'll see
Exactly.
you tomorrow. As long as you're not nursing.
Could always pump and dump.
That's right. Pump and dump. That's right. They got formula in that nursery.
That's right.
But the spa lady comes in and she's like, the other guests are complaining. So they're arguing some more. And then Meredith gets up and is like, that's it. I'm leaving. You're despicable. Then Heather is literally yelling, whispering, Meredith, Meredith. I was like, what are you doing? The lady
Crazy.
comes back in again. I'm like, they cannot be here. This is not the
No.
place for them.
I know I always say it's Meredith's MO to get up and leave. I actually don't blame her for getting up and leaving in this moment. Brittany was exhausting me in this moment.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the other lady's fault that whatever you got going on is what you got going on with your kids. So I actually didn't blame Meredith for getting up and walking out at this point, especially because they kept getting reprimanded. But I mean, how embarrassing. You got reprimanded by the manager of this spa and then you get kicked out of the restaurant later tonight.
I know.
It's crazy.
Holy
Horrible.
cow.
2
Horrible.
times you got represented by the spa manager.
Yes.
Horrible.
Yes. Yeesh.
So then
And
they're
how
back
about
at the-
Brittany continuously repeating the other lady's lines from prior seasons?
That's what I'm telling
You
you. I
can
think
leave.
she tries to piss them off. Like when she sat with Meredith on that little love seat at the spa, she's like, "Oh, look, me and Meredith on the love seat." She knows exactly what she's doing.
She does. But
She does.
that saying their lines from prior seasons before she was on, like, that looks kind of desperate. Like,
think
you
it's
clearly
hysterical.
were a fan of the show and was trying to get on.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
think
it's
she's doing it on purpose because now she knows
You're right.
after the
Yeah.
trademark thing, she's going to really, anytime.
Angie said, "Are you going to trademark that too? You can leave."
Right.
Like Angie
Right.
caught on. Like I was like, "This
Funny.
is great."
Enjoying it.
Yep.
I am too. I am
Because
too.
it's good, like, not serious
Yes.
cat fighting. You know what I
Mhm,
mean?
mhm.
It's
Yep,
not,
yep, yep.
nobody's calling private investigators, basically.
Yeah, yeah. So then we get this weird scene with Brittany. No, not Brittany. Good God. With Heather and Whitney with the steamer. And
Okay,
then
yeah.
Heather's like, "I'm not even mad that it's no."
Yeah.
And no and no.
I know.
It was like, "No, Heather.
That was very
No."
cringy when she said that.
Very cringy. I was like, "No, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't say it. No."
Have a steamer, knock on wood, that has never happened.
No. I don't know what kind of steamer Whitney's got going on. I don't know what Heather did incorrectly, but it was just not
Something
not
went
right.
awry.
Something
You know
went
what's
awry.
funny? When I was watching her do the steamer, before it even went, I literally thought she was pouring vodka in there. Did you see the bottle that she was using?
Maybe she was.
Like I don't know if it was or it wasn't because I'm watching her pour it in and it looked to me like a Grey Goose bottle, like a bottle of vodka. I'm like,
That's so
My
funny.
God.
and then it did that thing. So I don't know. I honestly I should have stopped it and like played it back, but I thought to myself, did she just pour vodka in the steamer? And wonder what happens if you do.
I don't know.
And then it exploded.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what happened. Yeah.
So I don't know.
The
It could have
steamer's
been
like, you
vodka.
fool, you just poured a $60 bottle of vodka into the steamer.
Huh?
Be so fun. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her to be quite honest with you.
Not at all.
Because the whole time they're in there, Whitney shows up with a bottle of wine and 2 glasses, and all they're doing is talking about Meredith. Like, that's what the conversation is. Oh, what did you guys discuss at lunch?
Yeah, yeah.
So this was the other scene that I was going to say was very produced.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then you go to the next one, which is
On the
they're
bus?
when they're in the bus, and Lisa just pulling out of her asshole about the alcoholic thing to Brittany. So come on, stop.
But wait,
That
before that, she
was-
said about reading. Did you hear Lisa say?
Lisa with her tree talk.
Lisa asked them if they've ever read The Secret Language of Trees. I was like, what are you talking about?
I know that book.
And they're all
Never
like,
read it.
no. And Heather said, I love that you read. And Lisa's like, no, I love to read. I love to have my feet on the ground. When we build our house, we have this area that's just for grounding. And then you see her at the house and she's like, I talked to this. I'm like, wait, what?
I know. I felt like this was an interesting fun fact about Lisa Barlow. Like that
Exactly.
there
Like,
might
I never knew
be
this.
another layer.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure she gets full glam before she goes out to ground.
Right. And talk to
And
the
talks
trees.
to the trees. Yeah.
And talk to
I
the
was like,
tree.
I never knew this either.
Sure, she's
I
in
was
like
shocked.
designer wear when she has her convos.
The
with
trees do
elm.
not see her without full glam.
Yes.
No. I thought that was so interesting. I was like, where's
That
this
is
coming
interesting.
from?
Yeah. Odd.
And then she starts bringing up about Brittany and the drinking and the yacht and were you throwing up because you were sick or were you throwing up because you were drunk. And where's that coming from? And I agree with Brittany. Like, why all of a sudden are you bringing this up?
Yeah. And Lisa, like, she does it with a smirk. She's like, well, I heard you were drunk the whole entire boat ride. Like, with this smirk on her face. It's like, well, we all know where you heard that from.
Right. Yeah, she was
and
being like a
honestly,
little soldierish for Meredith.
Totally.
Like, stop with the soldier. Just put the gun
and
down.
what a hypocrite Meredith is, because you take such issue with Whitney for doing, and I agree. Like, nobody should be accusing anyone of being an alcoholic or an addict or anything. But now here you are doing it. I mean, really doing it, saying
Yeah.
you were drunk the entire time and would vomit and then follow it up with another alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, that was horrible. It was horrible. And
Mhm.
even when she was trying to get clarification, and, I actually felt bad for Bronwyn in that whole situation, because she's like, my roommate, like, who would have told you that? And I'm glad that Bronwyn, in her confessional, told us what the conversation was.
Yes.
I really wish she would have outed that conversation at that dinner.
Yeah, I was surprised that she didn't. I didn't understand why she didn't.
Know if she actually had an opportunity to, because they all started. Plus, we find out Todd was texting her about being at her mom's. So maybe that's why.
Right.
But I believe it's next week. She kind of confronts Meredith and is like, I don't trust you. You threw me under the bus. You come at everyone. So that'll be interesting. But I thought it was so funny that they were talking about the burrata just because of Potomac and what we just saw with Stacey.
The burrata.
Right? I'm like, what is it with the burrata? But it was so funny because Heather's like, well, maybe it's from buffalo milk. And Lisa's like, no.
I know.
That's exactly what it is.
I know.
And
I
it's
was
a delicacy. It's like a really good burrata, and it is from buffalo milk.
I know. I was laughing with listen, I think that's the next thing we need to go to a burrata making class. Like, aren't those something? Isn't there something around here we could do?
The fresh
Yeah.
mutts. Because burrata, I mean, it's so, yeah, I mean, maybe they have it. They probably do.
I would think so.
I would think so, right? Like, it's kind of the same.
It's just the way you basically close it up,
right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to be busy.
We really are. It's going to be a very busy winter.
And I like how
I'm
Lisa said, well, I don't know who said it. There were only so many people there.
She's like, I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly. So then they get to the restaurant, and they have to take all these steps to get down to where they're going to be seated. Again, I will have to say, I do think it is very dangerous there.
Sneakers.
Yes.
Only.
And yes. And I would have to be very careful with my consumption of alcohol, because I can fall on a flat surface.
Yep.
Let alone all those stairs.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wendy, if we go,
that is true.
We're going to have like individual guides if we decide to drink. Like, we're going to have
You guys might actually want to get those scooters.
No. Oh, no. I'm talking to like someone to walk next to me.
Yeah. My own little butler.
That's what I'm saying. My own little
walking buddy.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the ladies all order shots at the table. That's when she gets the call from Todd. I thought
of Sambuca. Is that what they were doing?
I don't know. I don't think it was Sambuca, but
some kind of Greek liquor.
The faces Mary was making and how Mary was licking those shots.
That's
crying.
Why I thought it was Sambuca, because I hate Sambuca because I don't like black licorice, and that's what it tastes like. So that's what I thought they were doing. I was like, oh, I wouldn't even do what Mary was doing.
Mary was funny, though. That was.
I think it's harder when you're licking it. Like, you're really, your tongue is where your taste buds are.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you just
at least
throw it
if
down,
you shoot it back, you just hold. If you hold your breath when you do a shot, you don't even taste it. You're right. You could have just.
And then
when
he's like, let's all do that, and I was like, oh my God, this is hysterical.
And did you see Mary was like cracking up at that dinner? It was really good. It was funny.
So the licking got to her.
Yeah, the licking got.
Yeah, she got a little buzz off the lick.
And like they had that one little scene where they flash back to Meredith at the lunch, the last episode. And I thought, like, she was so dramatic at that lunch. Like,
Over the
and then
top.
and then they're flashing back to like, and then there's Bronwyn who's got, marital trouble. Her mom doesn't have anybody there on Mother's Day. She's trying to
Selling the
move,
house she grew up
selling
with,
the
which is
house.
emotional anyway.
Her father's in the memory care. Like, she's not acting like when you it was interesting that production did that because you could, like, almost see them, like, side by side, and you're like,
Yeah. Like
you
she's
know?
got real shit going on.
Yeah, like yeah.
Then when they're continuing to talk about the whole alcohol problem, Heather says, "Does anyone at the table think that she has a drinking problem?" And Whitney said, "Well, I don't." And Lisa said, I don't judge." And Heather says, "Well, it sounds like you're judging." And Whitney said, "Lisa, why are you saying that about Brittany? Like, I couldn't call Meredith an alcoholic, but you can call Brittany an alcoholic." She's like, "Well," Lisa's yelling, literally yelling, "Nobody called her an alcoholic." Meanwhile, 16 seconds earlier, she said, "I outed Alky." I'm like, 16 seconds? You forgot 16
Feel like they literally at some point forget that they're being recorded. They're being filmed. I really think they do. Because we all have those people in our lives, right? That will say something and we'll be like, "You said that." And they're like, "No, I didn't." And you're like, "But you did." But these
Right.
women are being recorded. Like those people we don't have on film saying it. I think at some point they forget they're being filmed. But Lisa, I feel like the producers this season are doing that to her a lot, right? Like
Yes.
her saying, "I didn't say that," and then right away
And then
they
they
show her
show.
saying it.
And then they show her saying,
16
Yeah.
seconds. And they literally put it up there. I was like,
This was a record. This was a record.
I mean, this is crazy. And she's like, "I added Alky Lush just to make it less serious." What?
"Yeah, what?
Was that less serious?
Okay."
I mean,
She's going to trademark that. That's what she should trademark. Alky Lush.
then Bronwyn said, I thought this was good. Bronwyn said to Lisa, "Say sorry to her and let's move on."
And she did
And
it,
Lisa,
though.
and she did it.
What's
She
up with
did
that?
it. Yep.
She did.
Then Angie said, "Okay, moving on from boys and booze, what about your success? Something about what you're interesting?" What did she say? I don't know exactly what she said, but Heather said your acting, your history is like you're pretty successful. You were on Mistletones. I saw that movie, Mistletones. I thought it was funny. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
What was it on? Lifetime?
It's probably, yeah. It's one of those Christmas movies where they sing, yeah. And you know who else was on it? I think the guy from Pitch Perfect, the guy who played Bumper.
I like him.
Yeah.
So wait, it
Which
was
is
Brittany and who else? So there was another female, like
I thought there was, like,
maybe
4 of them or
Brittany
something.
Snow. Brittany Snow, I think maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we could
I'll
check
have
it.
to
It's,
watch that. I'll have to watch
it's
that.
on her IMDb, but she's
Okay.
like, "You were on Broadway," and Heather said, "Yeah, I think she's more accomplished than a lot of us." And then Bronwyn was like, "Wait, can I ask you what you just said? Like, Brittany is a great actress. That's nice, but the last thing you said, frankly, is Brittany is more accomplished than most of us." And
I think that was one
she-
of those moments where she actually just said something, and then they were like, I don't think that was produced at all. I think, like, Heather
definitely not.
that just came out, and she was just trying to make Brittany feel better, and then everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa."
What's interesting is that, and I don't mean any shade by saying this, but it's interesting to me that Bronwyn was the first one to take issue with it because I think she had like a pretty fulfilling career prior to marrying Todd, but she married Todd. She doesn't work. I'm not trying to demean anything she's done, but it just was interesting to me that she was the one to take issue with that, where it's like,
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
as
know.
soon as she did,
You're-
Lisa jumped on. "I have 3 companies." Meredith is like, "I have this and I have that." And I'm just like, "Oh my God. Like, come
But that's
on."
what I'm saying. Brittany can really, and this time was inadvertently through Heather.
Yeah, because this time it was Heather saying it.
Heather, but she knows what she's doing.
I mean,
don't think
she's a
that dumb.
beautiful singer, obviously.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, I said to you, I wish I would have gotten tickets to her one-woman show. What was it called?
I would absolutely go see that. I think I would
I
go
would
see
too.
her before I went to see Luann. I
Well,
would
I definitely would see her.
absolutely go see her before I would go see Meredith. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have no desire to see Meredith or Luann.
Well,
with it.
listen, I'll be honest. At first, I was like, because she is coming to Asbury, and we were toying with the idea. But I feel like Triz Rance on TikTok has called her out so much for being a fake DJ, and it's all phony, and she's not really doing it. That I feel like I don't want to give her the satisfaction of
Your money.
supporting her. Right.
Well,
right.
the only way we'd go is if it wasn't crazy expensive, if we were available in hopes of seeing other Salt Lake City housewives there or New Jersey housewives
Sure.
supporting her. That's why we would go. It would be
Yeah. Well,
be for our own benefit.
only certain Jersey housewives I would want to go see.
Okay.
We know. We know.
We know. We know.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I've added to that list now.
I know you have. I know. I
And
don't know if you
I don't even want to give them 2 seconds of our podcast time.
All right, good.
I'm
Don't
gonna
say
have
it.
to find out about this later.
Don't say it. But I do want to say this. I don't know if you saw, but I posted our Riverside 2025 wind up, like recap of the year, and they did like this quick video of every time we said or
I saw that. That was funny.
laughing. But one of the things they said is they kept having you and I say Alexis, Alexis. That was the name that we said over and over and over again. And I
Interesting.
laughed. I was like, I can't believe Alexis got it and not the other name. And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say the other name. But with the number of times you say that other name, I cannot believe Alexis is the name that they
But think
came
about
up
it,
with.
because it was probably part of OC
Probably was. And
and
Miami.
Miami.
Yes.
That's probably why.
That's it. That is probably
2
why.
things I will say about Jersey, though, real quick.
No, you just said you weren't
No,
going to.
not them. I will not speak
Okay.
of them. The
Okay.
one, and you and I text about this, Margaret Josephs gave a great interview on Reality Court with Anna. I always pronounce her last name wrong. Kinkosis. Great interview with Margaret Josephs. So if you haven't listened to that podcast, listen to that. And the other thing was, I don't know if you guys saw today, our favorite Danielle Cabral, the number 1 guy in the group, her husband, gave her dream ring. It's a post on social media. She had
didn't
this
see
ring
it.
picked out. She couldn't, it was like her dream ring. He got it for her. He gave her clues for her to find it. The kids were involved. It's amazing. So go watch that. That's good
I have
Jersey
to go
stuff.
watch that. I mean, a month or so ago, she got her dream car. Did you see
I
that?
saw that. Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
I-
He is the number 1 guy in the group, man.
put on the post. I said, "Okay, so what's her name?" And she texted me back. She messaged me back what the car's name was. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But
We
it was
love-
a boy.
we love
It wasn't a
Danielle and
girl. It
Nate.
was a boy. Her car was a boy. She got her Cadillac.
Yeah. We
So
love
cute.
Danielle and Nate.
Yes, we
So.
love Danielle.
Yes, we do. So
All
back
right,
to Salt
back
Lake.
to Salt Lake. Sorry.
So the ladies are giving Heather a hard time, and they're telling her that she needs to stop sticking up for Brittany.
Mary
Brittany's like, "Well,
mostly, which was kind of surprising,
Yeah, I was
right?
very surprised about that. I was like, "What's up
Yeah.
there?"
Yeah.
Well, Mary's wanting Brittany to come to her own defense. She wants her to stand on her own, which I kind of understand that. But Heather's point was she tries to, and nobody has her back. So I want to be the one that has her back.
And
I
Lisa
think
and
Whitney's
Meredith
right there.
and Angie bulldoze over her. I feel like she does try to stick up for herself. They just bulldoze her.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree. So then they bring up about how Lisa keeps doing it with Meredith. And it's true. So why are you jumping all over Heather when Lisa's doing it for Meredith? And Lisa's still trying to step in when she's still doing it. Like, she is still continuing to do it. And it just blows my mind that she's doing it for Meredith, because I really don't think that they are that close. I really don't. I
No,
mean,
I totally
we know
agree
that
with you.
Meredith is not living in Salt Lake when they're not filming. I know from Next Gen that she was in the city almost all summer because she was on many times and having events
Well,
in
how
the
else are
city.
you going to sleep with all those men unless you're there?
That's true.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I don't know what she did.
Well, per Lisa.
Per Lisa.
I
think
know.
that
I don't know.
I think that Lisa and Meredith just have a pact now. I think Lisa really regretted what she did with that hot mic moment. And she is going to be as long as Salt Lake City is airing, Lisa's going to be trying to make up for that with Meredith. Because Meredith probably has something on Lisa. Who knows,
Yeah, who knows?
But they clearly have a very strong alliance.
I have a feeling Meredith may not be coming back.
Well, they are putting it out there that she might just be a friend of, and we all know she's not gonna do that. Which she's foolish though, because Luann did it. Luann took it on the chin, and look at her now. Luann's she did become a Real Housewife again after that, and she is always asked to do things with Bravo. So she'd
Right.
be foolish not to. If you don't live in Salt Lake City full time, why not? Just take the gig.
Right. Who knows? But like we said, who knows what's going on with her? Who knows what her deal is? Listen, they all act erratic. It's just maybe via production she's being portrayed as more erratic than who knows?
Yeah.
You know, it is a
Yeah.
show, so
How
So
about
while
Whitney
they're
and Lisa?
arguing-
Like, yeah,
They're
they start
yelling, like-
screaming at each other.
Like, what the F? I haven't even said what the F. And then the waiter comes over and is like, you know, you
gotta
guys
go.
you guys have to simmer down. And finally he's like, you guys gotta go. You know, you can't stay. And then Angie keeps talking. And then Bronwyn's like, no, he's kicking us out. Like,
Right.
you
She
cannot
says,
keep talking. She's like, I'm
"This is
Greek,
my-
though.
This is my country, sir." No, it's not. You're not a citizen there. You might be working on it, but you're not. Nobody knows who you are there.
And nobody cares. They just want you
And
gone.
nobody cares.
They just want you gone.
He
Everyone
said,
there is Greek.
right.
He said, I'm sorry, but this restaurant is closed, my lady. I was like, ooh, my lady. And then Angie said, Greeks party until the sun comes up and we're getting kicked out of a restaurant. It's bad. Like, yes, it is bad, Angie. It's
It
bad.
is bad. I mean, I think they were probably okay until Whitney and Lisa I mean, they were literally screaming at each other.
And it was what the F they were screaming. It's not like it was bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's exhausting. It's
Lori-
just
It is
fucking
exhausting.
Exhausting.
So what's next? Are they still in Greece? I guess they're still in Greece.
Yeah,
next
because we
episode?
meet her uncle, don't we? Or her cousin?
Yeah, her cousin.
We
something.
meet
I
her
didn't
cousin
see that.
next
I
week.
didn't see
They're
what's
still
coming.
in
Oh,
Greece
okay.
next week.
It's still in Greece.
Oh my gosh. So
Still
day
going
4.
on.
God.
We must end it in Greece.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
must.
Like this, because next week's the season finale.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, they said next
Okay.
week, the season finale.
Okay. I didn't see how it ended. I didn't see the upcoming. So yeah, this is episode 15. So 16 is going to be it for this season. All right. That's
Yeah.
good. We'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see what body part Angie mangles.
Yeah, right? I know. It's so silly.
See what happens to her.
What else she can injure?
Okay, so I guess until next time, unless there's anything else, anything? Thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.